Welcome to Scalable Prototyping. My name is Juan, and in today's episode we are going to explore the concept of a strong type. This episode has been inspired by the work of Jonathan Boccara. In his blog, Jonathan shares the implementation of a C++ strong type. He also provides a header-only library that we can easily include in our project. This library is quite powerful. But he also provides a simpler implementation, making use of a single struct. And this is the one that we're going to use. But first of all, what is a strong type and why is it useful? Consider this simple example. We have a class with a constructor that takes two parameters, and we create an object. The problem is that we do not have a way to enforce which value corresponds to which parameter. We would like to do something like this. Unfortunately, this is not C++, but luckily we can do something quite similar, something like this. To achieve this, we just need to create a struct with the name of the type that we want to work with that holds a member v of the type that we're going to use. Then we can replace this, and in our implementation we can work with it just accessing the member v. Let's see this in use in a real project. We are going to refactor the implementation of an FTP client that I wrote for Arduino for ESP8266, and this was the original interface to creating the FTP client. And as we can see, there is no way to enforce the what parameter is what, and for example we could do something like this and there would be no way to check that this is an error, because there's actually no reason why the user should be in the third argument and the password in the next one. Although in this example is quite clear what each parameter is, we want to achieve something like this, that as we can see is way more readable. We can see that the first one is the server IP, then we have the port, user, and password. And we can make sure that we respect these parameters. If we would do something like this, we would get a compile time error. Okay, let's work on this. I've already done the first three of them for the server IP, port, and user, and I'm going to show how to make the last one for the password. So first we are going to create the type password that holds an string. Then we pass it in our constructor, so we need to update our constructor. And we need to update the member variable, which previously was a string and now is of type password. Last thing is, whenever we use it in our implementation code, we need to make sure that we call the v member. And this should be it. So let's compile. We have an error. He doesn't like std. Oh, I missed one double column. Okay, let's flash it into the microcontroller. Let's open a FTP Explorer, connect to a test server in the last test file, and connect to our microcontroller. Now I reset, and we have the message that we are connected to the Wi-Fi, and we can upload the test file. If we check in our FTP server, there we have it. Okay, so it's working. Now we have, let's close this, a much clearer interface which explicitly states which type corresponds to what value. Thank you very much, and see you in the next episode.